Well, long time no see. Welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a long time since I posted a video, but to be honest with you, I one kind of thought that no one really was paying attention, and two, it was kind of getting in my way of doing work, and I just kind of stopped because I was trying to focus more on working outside and not just making videos. But here, all of a sudden, in the past couple months, I have gotten uh, all of a sudden I've just been getting more followers and people going back and watching my old videos and stuff. So I guess there are people watching, so I'll make some more. So I'll give you a little update of what's going on. The garden looks kind of a mess, and that's some thunder going there. I'm gonna have to make this quick. But the garden looks a mess, but there is stuff growing in here. I've been having a lot of trouble with my soil, so I've been trying to just plant whatever I can to be a cover crop and to fix the soil. Like here, I got some sun hemp over here, and this is a bean. And down here, these are peanuts, and I had peanuts all along in here, but probably a rabbit came and ate the plants. But a lot of times they'll just grow right back. These are the best looking ones here. These pigeon peas are just absolutely, like, this is one here. It's just giant mess of a thing. And then there's two back there. I pruned those after they stopped growing or producing after winter, and they're grown back really big. So I'm gonna have to come in here and prune all this again before fall comes around and they start producing again, or I won't be able to reach any of this stuff. This is some of the stuff you've probably seen, like my cilantro over there. This is thyme. I think that this is either English thyme or lemon thyme. I cannot remember what. But a friend of mine gave me some, and I put it right underneath this pigeon pea, and it has been really happy. So I got a hold of some malanga, and that's what that little kind of, I don't know what you would describe it as, almost like an elephant ear, arrowhead looking thing, finally came up. I didn't think it would ever come up, and it finally did. But we had a very, very, very dry spring, and here's some zinnias. I've never really grown flowers before. I figure zinnias are easy to grow here in Florida. They're very tolerant. And the butterflies really like them, so I'll do that, have some nice flowers. And these are just various colors, and when I'm done I can either chop and drop, or if I wanted to till them under, I can do that. Sorry, I had to hit a mosquito. But yeah, we had a very bad, very dry. Here's black eyes. Here's some more of the sun hemp, and you can see this is what it looks like when it blooms. So this is a nitrogen fixing plant. A lot of farms, strawberry farms and stuff over not far from where I live, when it's not strawberry season, they'll plant just an entire field of sun hemp, and then they'll till that under when they're ready to do some more strawberries. I got a mixture of things here. There's a Seminole pumpkin. I don't know if I'm going to actually get any pumpkins though, because it's struggled the whole time I've had it in the ground. But there's just some weeds growing up in here, but then underneath all that, they're like right there, that's all sweet potatoes. So this is like a mixture of sweet potato and Seminole pumpkin. And my blackberries over here they produced a little bit this year for the first time. This one is really growing over here, but they've done really well all of a sudden. This is sweet potato. Here's some more of the bean. But we had a very, very hard spring, and I had gotten to a point at the beginning of this summer actually where I was watering twice a day. It was so hot and so dry that my soil was just completely hydrophobic. So I had to, and but now we've been getting our rains, as you can tell. Like you can see, there's a storm coming right over there, and we've been getting our rains, and all of a sudden everything in here that I thought was dead was taking off. But yeah, here's the other pigeon peas over here. I bought from Scrubland Farms. This was back last October. That is a Simpson stopper. I'm excited to try these. I've heard they're really good. These make berries. I'm not sure when they produce, but we'll find out. Over here, I've got some. This here is a Thai soldier bean. I don't know if I'm going to get anything off of it, but I'm kind of just, like I said, growing stuff for to enrich my soil. This is here, and then over here it is a winged yam, like a nyame yam. This is something that I got from Scrubland last year. This is called moss rose. The flowers are closed up. They close up in the evening, but it's more of an arid type of a plant. So I put it in here because this usually doesn't get as much water as my garden does when I'm using the sprinkler. Right now it's getting a lot of water because of the rain, but it's grown. It's probably doubled in size, and it's kind of growing right through it all. So, you know, that's whatever. And then some stuff that I got from Scrubland here recently. This is a white Roselle. I've grown the red Roselle before. I've never grown the white. He had these, and actually the pot that I bought had 2 plants in it, kind of growing off the same rootstock. This is one, and then this is one over here. And I let this kind of get established, and it right down at the bottom, I just clipped the one that was growing off of the side, kind of, and planted it. I stuck it in the ground over here, and it took, and now it's growing very well. This is a orange tree from seed here. Some of my onions that I planted last year are still, like this guy looks really good. These are Egyptian walking onions. They're supposed to kind of spread, but mine haven't really spread, but whatever, I'll just let them go. See, this one's kind of doing it. You can see, like, one was planted here, and then now there's one here. So this one's doing it too. That's what they're, now they only make like little pearl-sized onions. They're not very big, but that's fine. They're supposed to do better in hot climates. This is a guava that I bought at a place called Bok Tower Gardens, and it's a huge garden. It's on like the state registry or something in Central Florida, and you know, my wife and I love going to it because it's really awesome. They have a section where they're growing a bunch of edibles, and then they have a most of the thing is just trees and plants and stuff, but they have a lot of stuff that's like native Florida plants and that kind of thing. So yeah, I really like going over there. And so anyways, I bought that. I bought that. It was like $8 or $9, that little it's a pineapple guava, and I stuck it in there. And I think they're kind of slow growers, but for a little while it wasn't looking very good. But now, of course, since we've gotten rain, it's doing a lot better. Here I bought from Scrubland not long ago. And Sam, if you're watching this, hope you're doing well. This is I've covered up the sign here, Darwai blueberry. It's kind of like a wild blueberry. The berries are like really, really tiny. It's not producing anything right now. I don't know when it produces, and I'm hoping I planted it. It doesn't like a lot of sun. It looks like it's growing new, and it hasn't wilted or died or anything. So I'm guessing it's doing okay. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the garden right now. Like I said, it's just kind of a mess, but I'm trying to improve the soil. Over here, I bought this. This is an Olympian fig, or Olympia fig. I bought this at Bok Tower. It actually had some figs on it, and I think I got it for like $15-20. So that was not a bad price. And I actually tried with this what Sam at Scrubland has done before, like I've seen in videos, where you lay down cardboard underneath that, Then you pull the tree out of the pot, sit it on top of right in the middle of the cardboard. And now he uses compost. I don't have any. So I just went and bought some bags of garden soil that have like fertilizers and stuff in it. Put a bunch of that around there, and then I just mulched really heavily all around. And it's supposed to improve the soil underneath, so when the roots of this start really getting down, and because the cardboard will dissolve, when that dissolves and the roots get down through that, it will be better soil underneath, and hopefully I'll have some luck with the figs. I still have my brown turkey fig. I had dug that because I thought it was dying. Well, it basically did die. I was going to get rid of it, and I actually, because the wood had just gone dry, but I cut it like almost down to the bottom, and all of a sudden it just started coming back on its own, and now it's in a pot. It's bigger and thicker than it ever was, so I'm going to plant it in that same manner. And with this peach tree, this, I mean, you can see where I thought it was dead, so I cut it right here, and I thought it was just a goner. Well, all of a sudden, now the thing with this is growing out from underneath the graft, so this will be whatever that rootstock was, but I will just regrow, like I will graft onto it from, if I don't like what they taste like. This is another thing I got from Sam when I was up there last at Scrubland. This is a Hamlin orange. The orange tree that's in my garden is a Hamlin orange. It's just from a seed. This is one that he had that's grafted. And you can come right down here to the bottom, and right there you can see the graft right there. So this is the original rootstock. That's where that would have been cut off. Right there's the graft. So, and I planted this the same way I did that fig, and I actually planted it over here underneath some oak trees, because that keeps the greening from just killing it, because our oranges are like, our orange industry is, our citrus industry is just totally, almost completely shot because of the citrus greening. But if you grow them underneath trees, like if I were to plant up underneath all of this, orange trees survive the greening without even getting, a lot of times, even if they're infected with it, they don't actually get sick with it, and so they just live right through it. This here is a loquat that I had planted from seed, and I am proud to say this is my first successful grafting job. Right there, I got these cuttings from Lonnie at Reed Farm up in DeLand, Florida. Appreciate that, Lonnie. Hope you're doing well as well. And yeah, so I thought these were not going to make it, because like I said, the springtime was so bad, like all the way through May. It was the beginning of June before we started getting any rain, but like we pretty much went through the entire month of May with 0 rain. So these did not look good at all. I thought they weren't going to take, because they emerged and then they just started curling up and turning brown. So they've definitely done better with all the rain. You can see like new growth coming out here. There's new growth in there. And also what I did was I cut these because it was taller than this. And I also have been knocking off any of the, see the little buds that are trying to come back? I've been knocking these off just temporarily. I'm not going to continuously do it, but what I want is this thing to put all of its effort into these grafts. And once they really take off, then I'll just let it go. But the other thing that we've got going on that's new is this over here. I am officially a beekeeper, and yeah, this is my hive here. This yellow hive over here is I have a guy who's kind of mentoring me on how to do this. So that is my, the white one is my hive, the yellow one is his. He's just keeping it on our land. Yeah, these are they haven't been here a year yet. He brought them out here last November or December, I think. And what right now, because it's so hot during the day, some of these bees will come out of the hive and just hang out outside to open up some more space on the inside. and you probably can't hear it on the camera, but you can just hear buzzing on the inside. And what they're doing is they're fanning with their wings the inside of the hive to cool it down. And if it's too hot, they'll just come out like this to open up some more space, remove some body heat. But then as it cools off, and then as the sun goes down and stuff, they'll all go back in. But yeah, and that actually looks like might be a drone right there. So yeah, it's been an interesting, sorry, that's kind of a side note. It's been an interesting time learning about this. This is my mentor's box. And it's actually a lot to learn with beekeeping, but it's not super hard. The best thing you can do with beekeeping is to just leave the bees alone and let them take care of themselves and do their own thing. And that's what I've been doing. And like my mentor said, to treat them like cats. And I have 2 cats, and that's one of the things I really like about them, is that I can just, you know, if they need me, they'll let me know. Now bees won't come and let me know, but I don't have to be in those things. You know, you don't have to go into the hives and check them all the time and do all this kind of stuff. Actually, you're better to just kind of leave them alone, because you're going to be upsetting their little ecosystem inside the hives. So real quick before I head inside, because that thunder is getting closer, I wanted to show you, this is my second rack of bananas off of this tree. This is an Orinoco banana, and Orinoco bananas are bad about, you know, making bananas like halfway down the rack and then stopping. And I was gonna you can cut this and then it'll just focus on ripening those. But if you can see, my bees have found these these are just male flowers, and my bees have found these flowers. And so when I saw that, I said, nope, if my bees are getting nectar from these flowers, then this is gonna stay here until it's done making flowers. But like, you look how nasty this leaf looks. The nectar, these banana flowers, is basically like water. It's very, very, very thin. And so it's literally dripping, it was dripping onto that leaf and making it really sticky and nasty. So yeah, but my bees like it, so I'm leaving it. And it's funny how all of a sudden I care more about planting flowers now that I've got bees, because I want them to be able to have stuff to eat, especially in the summertime when it is just harder for them to find flowers. Over here, my shampoo ginger, all down. There's one, there's all a bunch from down there, and they're starting to produce. And with the shampoo ginger, now there's the little flowers, but this is what you would squeeze and see that liquid coming out. That's the shampoo, and it smells really nice. It's not really a shampoo, it's more like a conditioner. But pineapples over here is kind of getting covered up. But I had planted some turmeric from Scrubland Farm, and I thought it was dead, but it has come back. I don't know what this vine is. There's so much stuff over here, but it has come back, and I'm hoping it just kind of takes over here. And then last thing I have recently put in is this right here. It's another type of ginger. This is an inedible ginger. This is called, I think, Indian head ginger or something like that. It makes a lot of flowers, and of course it was growing at my beside a tree at my church, and I just figured, why not? You know, no one really cared about it, so I took a few plants, I pulled them up and brought them home, and you know, that's one right there too. He's struggling a little bit, but these over here are doing well. But they're supposed to make a lot of flowers when they get bigger and bloom, and I figured maybe the bees will like it. Sad news, my passion vine died. We got one last crop of them this year, a pretty good crop, and then but it has completely died. So I just mowed all that down. If I get some more passion fruit, I will not be putting it here. I'll be putting it somewhere else. But I think the reason why it died is because down here there were a bunch of ants, like twig ants, and they'll get in the wood. Like you can see just how it's rotting right there. I don't think that it's termites because I haven't seen any termites, but you can see there they go. See them? And they, first of all, pack a wallop if they sting you, because they got me on the ankle the other day and my foot is still a little bit swollen, but feels like a bee sting. But they'll get in there and just screw up the wood and you know, mess things up. And so that's what they did, and so there goes my passion fruit. Now I can get another plant, and you know, but I'll be trying it somewhere else. But yeah, like I have all these strawberries in here. I bought these at Rural King, and I'm pretty sure these are an everbearing variety because they fruit non-stop. They don't like a lot of times strawberries, depending on the variety, will fruit and then it will have it'll have a season that it fruits and then it stops. This one consistently fruits. There's a little baby one. There's a little, but and they're small like this. Now this one is extra small, but they don't really get much bigger than this. So I'll take that one inside. But yeah, I mean, it's doing really well in this, and I've planted some out and it's growing. So, but yeah, this is my brown turkey fig that I thought was dead. You can see down there where I cut it right there, and this is what it's doing now. It has come back a lot thicker than it was, so I'm going to plant it the same way I planted the other fig. And then this is my Mame Sapote, and I'm leaving this in a pot. That's the reason I have this up on a cinder block, is because I don't want the taproot to start going down through the bottom and it root itself in the ground right here. I'm leaving this in a pot because it is a little too far north for it to grow here. But I'm trying it anyways and keeping it in the pot so that when it gets cold in wintertime, I can move it inside or move it out of the frost. So yeah, that's that. And I mean, there's some other things I didn't show, but oh well. That's that. And yeah, I can't say I'm going to be on here every week or like I was trying to do, but I mean, people have been subscribing, so I'll make some videos here and there and show what's going on. But for now, I'm going to get inside before the storm gets here. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody's doing well, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.